Welcome, dear viewers. This is a continuation of the previous video, video number 40. In this video, we will fill up this our income statement. We have discussed that how to uh, format our income statement and how to make these subcategories. And also now we are going to see how to fill up this our income statement from our source sheet. We have here mapping that we have already done, and we have amounts uh, from the system. So we are going to use these mapping um, items we have prepared, and then we will populate the amount on our income statement. So for this we apply SUMIFS. To apply SUMIFS, I click on my first cell here under 2019 in front of revenue here, equal sign, and then SUMIFS. This is what we have actually discussed in our previous videos so many times. So in this case, we are just applying it again uh, to make the financial modeling process more comprehensive. So now here we have the first requirement, which is sum range. We have to show the sum range from the data source, which is here, and it is this one. What we are going to sum up is the amount we see here for each mapped item here. So I select the entire column and I fix the column. I don't want the fix to move. I don't want the column to move. And then what's the next criteria here? The criteria range 1. The criteria range 1 here is the mapped items here. I also fix it. And then we just need to follow the Excel function formulas which are suggested here. I have done sum range, which is this one, and then the criteria range 1, which is the mapped items here, and the criteria 1 will be from PnL statement sheet, which is revenue. So in my first search, I'm looking for revenue, and I don't want this column to move. I have to fix only column, but the rows can move. When I copy paste the formula down, the rows can move, but when I copy paste the formula to the right, if this column moves, that means um, I cannot find item from the map sheet, from the mapped column here. So that's why I need to fix the column for this item, for the criteria 1. All right. So what comes next is criteria range 2. So we have here year, and I'm looking only for 2019. So the year will be my second criteria. So second criteria. So I have to show the column where year can be found. It's in the data source sheet. It is here, and I fix the column and the row references. All right, and then here comes the criteria 2. The criteria 2 will be the year I'm looking for. By now I'm looking for 2019, and then later I will copy paste to other years. So here we go. What I'm going to do is um, I do here I fix row. I don't want the row to move to other down when I copy paste it. The row should be the same because I'll be looking for these years also. Interesting. Okay, then I close the bracket and then enter. So I easily found for 2019, and I can copy paste this one to other year, All right. So when I copy paste it, it finds all the revenue for 2020 and 2021. Great. I can copy paste the same formula to uh, the same formula, or simply you can simply go, and then you can do like this. But we have to be careful. We have to be careful because except revenue, all other items here, what we see: operating expense, depreciation, amortization, interest expenses, taxes, all are negative. So we have to be careful to make it negative. It's good to make them negative. So I multiply all the formula by -1, and then yes, yes, and I want to put this one. I don't. I want to put this negative number under bracket instead of writing negative sign. I prefer to put them under bracket so that it could be known that it is negative value to be deducted or subtracted. All right, so I go for format sales. This is what actually we have discussed in our previous example. And I select this option from the number, and then it becomes under bracket. All right, so I can copy paste this formula, and I can leave it. I can copy paste here, just paste special, and then copy formula. That's it. So in the same way, you can do like this for this one. In the same way, you can also do for, all right, just copy and only paste special formulas and go to this one. You can easily use the shortcuts, but it's good to practice first with this kind of manual way. Shortcut is makes things easier, but you have to also know first how to do them in this way. Yeah, I may need to uh, sorry, put them under bracket. We don't need to do this for each and every one. We can formalize, standardize the format. That's it. So we have done these numbers for all items we have from mapped sheet. We got we got the sum of the mapped items here. All right, and then we can calculate easily here. Gross profit is the difference between revenue and cost, is equals to the sum. I close the bracket. Here we go. In the same way, you can easily sum it because we have already identified it as negative and positive. The same formula applies here. Sum. Here we go. Last one. All right, that's it. So this is how to populate our income statement or PnL statement with SUMIFS function. For further SUMIFS work, you can check our video number, 38. In that example, we used a very detailed and advanced SUMIFS function with 3 criteria. So I don't need to put them. I don't need to put them in this color, no color, but I can put them, make them more bold, and I can put them in with this dark blue color. All right, so yeah, this is how to calculate our PnL statement. Just for our example, you may further go for writing all the details, like company name, date, the time that you prepared this income statement, and yes, all the requirements of the header. But this is enough for now. All right, now we are going to calculate the percentage variation for 20 from 2020 to 2020, from 2019 to 2020, and from 2020 to 2021. So variation of percentage, I can easily copy this style to these two columns. First special, I need format, so I easily write here percentage variation from 19 to 20, and from 20 to 21. All right. So I intentionally left this column so that we could identify the income statement from this percentage variation calculation. All right. In the same way, I can copy paste the format I have here to these two columns. Copy paste, just only format is. That's it. So we can easily calculate the percentage variation for these 2 years here, from 2019 to 2020. As we have discussed these things so many times, it's very easy to calculate the percentage variation. We take the revenue we have here in 2019 and we divide by 2019, the revenue from 2019, and then we deduct 1, and then we multiply by 100, so that it could show us in the percentage. So we can select this entire column and put them in percentage. Now I calculate the variation between 2020 and 2019, and then minus 1. It shows me in the percent because I already select the percentage. So I do this thing to all the years here, and it shows like this. So yeah, it is removing the year because I copy paste from the first line here, so it's removing my format. So anyway, it's easy, so I copy it again, and then I go for copy paste special, and then format. That's it, and then percentage. That's how we do the percentage variation, year-on-year percentage variation. Yes, I think this thing is clear. Okay, we can go for conditional formatting to show uh, to give passes to most important figures from this data, from this output. So I go for conditional formatting, and then we can select any conditional formatting type that we want to do it. But for this one, I will go for a traffic light, this one, uh, but it's not still showing us the variation, the difference between the figures. So what I'm going to do is I go for conditional formatting again, and I go to manage rules. This makes more clear the differences among the variations from year to year. So what I'm going to do is I go for edit rule or new rule, or edit rule. Both options are possible. You can create your own rule, or you can go for editing the existing one. So let's change this one to see the value. He says if it's green, the value is greater or equal to 67%. So we can change this one to number, and then we can do like this. If it is more than 10%, if the variation is more than 10%, give green light. And if it is between 0.1, which is 10%, and 0, you give you want to see it in this light. in this color. Otherwise, it's gonna be you can change also this one to 0. And then if it's less than 0, that means the variation change from 2019 to 20 is less than 0. That means if it is negative, like this, negative, then it will show you, or it will show us uh, this red color. All right, now I say OK, I apply, and OK. You see, now it's much clear and easy to understand and interpret as well. So if you see the percentage variation between 2019 and 2019, 2020 and 2019, in terms of revenue, there is 2% increment, which is positive. The same increment is there from 2020 to 2021. Cost of goods sold was also the same. All right, you can also see that from 2019 to 2020, the operating expense was 3%. It increased 3% in these years, but it decreased. It decreased. Operating expense decreased from the 2020 to 2021, which is good. When operating expense decreases, you see EBITDA increases. So we can give an explanation based on the figures we have here and the colors we have formatted. So this is enough for now, and we'll continue how to build balance sheet from these 3 years, and then we'll start we'll dive more into the modeling process. Thank you for your time. See you next.